Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be checking out some of the tools that I use while restringing my guitar and what I like and dislike about each one of the tools. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to jump on into it and we'll see you in a little bit. All right. So for today's string change, I'm going to be using EVH. I had these just laying around the house, and usually I put these on string joys. Okay, so what I'm doing here is going to be using the CUDA string winder all the way through this section of the video, and it's okay to use. The feel of the winder in your hand being so slim is kind of a drawback, and it's kind of hard to handle when you're winding the string. Sometimes the string winder itself falls off and it doesn't, you know, quite go on right sometimes. So, but it was okay as far as usage goes. It's a 3-in-1, as I'll explain later in the video. So what I'm doing now is I'm changing over from the CUDA string winder. I'm still using it through the whole stringing process, but I'm switching to the Music Nomad. Now, the Music Nomad did feel a little awkward in my hand because it only, the handle was a little bit short. It did stay on the tuning pegs a little bit better than the CUDA did. I think the part that goes on the tuning machine was a little bit deeper, so I would stay on the tuning machine a little bit better. This is where it starts taking a little bit longer to wind these strings now because we're on the G string, and it took a little bit of time to wind that up. So now we're going to be switching over to the generic string winder. Now, that was really small in the hand, and that kind of fell off a little bit more than the other string winders, but it's not to say that was a bad string winder. Now, for the final string, I said, screw it, and I broke out the big boy because this is going to take a while to wind with a regular string winder. And yes, there it is right there, the Ryobi drill with the attachment on the end of it. So as you can see, I used a few different tools to change my strings. And this is what I've got to say about each one of them. The CUDA string winder is kind of like a string winder, string gauge type of deal where you don't have to really, kind of guess, because I don't like guessing about how long my string is to when I'm restringing it over here. I just like to, kind of like do it and be done with it. So I found this online, is that CUDA string winder. Now what I like about it is that you can measure each string to the exact length that you need to wind it around the pegs like you usually do. What I don't like about it, there's a couple of things I don't like about it. It's the just the design of it here. It's like really thin. So if you got big hands or something like that, it's going to make it kind of hard to hang on to and wind your strings. The string winder itself, I can see is pretty, it just connects plastic to plastic is all. It falls off a lot occasionally when you're trying to wind your strings. Um, but other than that, it's kind of, I don't know. I don't know if it's the length of it or not. It just doesn't feel comfortable in your hand when you're winding strings. Also, on the other end, it's kind of a dual purpose type of thing. It can be used to pull your pins out of your acoustics, and it can be used normally as far as gauging your strings out to the right length. You just set it on top of the pin, and you just raise the string up to the proper groove here, and you just bend it at that point and restring it like you usually do. So there's that one. This is the one from Music Nomad, their string winder. It feels good in the hand. It does. It feels good in the hand. Unfortunately, it is a little short. I mean, as far as the handle goes, it doesn't really. Yeah, I mean, you can get a grip on with the first three fingers there, but it kind of feels awkward to me. I don't know. They got this little divoted part right here, where you can that's nice because you can just rest your forefinger in there and your thumb right there, and it feels pretty comfortable. It's attached with a bearing. There's a bearing inside here. It's like a roller skate bearing, and it travels around rather smoothly. And you have this part right here where you attach it to the tuning machine. That's nice, and it all kind of rotates around this little pivot point right there, and it winds the string as you see. Pretty nice, but as far as being short, it's kind of awkward, the capability of snipping your strings. The strings that I put on were an Eddie Van Halen string, but here's the crazy thing. I'll have to take a picture of it, but it goes E, A, E. Well, no, excuse me. E, A, D, E, B, and E. I'm like, what the hell were you thinking about, Eddie? But anyway, those were the strings that I put on. The strings that I usually use are 11s from String Joy. I know that probably sounds like a heavy gauge, but with String Joy, you can customize each one of your strings to the feel and the sound that you want to get out of your guitar, and I thought that was really neat, really awesome. I've been using String Joy. I don't really use Eddie's strings anymore. I'm trying to find my own sound and stuff like that. So I use String Joy as far as String Joy goes. And disclaimer, I'm not sponsored by String Joy. I'm just giving my own opinion about String Joys. So, but that's about it. I just wanted to go over the tools that I use to restring my guitar. Some of the likes and dislikes about them. That's about it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week since this is hump day. So you guys take it easy. And we'll see you in the next one. Okay. Bye-bye.